Hey everybody. So recently I got a chance to try out the OnePlus Nord 4 and I'm a big time OG Nord lover because it was a good mid-ranger by OnePlus and offered good value for money at that price with decent specs. And it had a lot going on for it, from 5 cameras to fast charging to a decent display. And it got a really good software support as well and is even usable even after like 4 years thanks to custom ROMs, which gave it a new life. Keep in mind this is not a dedicated review, but just a quick impression because you can get this device for as low as 26,000 including all discounts in the sale, which seems to be a decent price for a mid-range device. And before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more such content like this one. Now for a quick unboxing, this is still one of those devices in which you get everything in the box. From a TPU case to 100-watt fast charger, everything is there. And I'm happy to see all this for a change. Now coming to the device quickly, and I'm comparing it with the OG Nord, so the build quality seems to be fine. In fact, it has a metallic build, so it will last a really long time. And you also don't need to worry about applying a case, and just in case you want to use it without one, the device seems pretty lightweight too at just 199.5 grams. So we have 2 cameras on the back and one on the front. On the front we have a 120Hz flat AMOLED display, which seems to be decently bright for indoor as well as outdoor usage and is a step up from the 90Hz on the OG Nord. It also supports HDR10 in apps like YouTube, and applying a screen protector will be very easy on this one. And there is also a pre-applied screen protector as well. There is also a center punch hole which houses a 16 megapixel selfie camera, and I'll get to camera samples in a second. Rest, we have the volume rocker and power key on the right side, and the alert slider is still there, thankfully on the left side. And overall the hardware seems to be a step in the right direction at this price point at least. Now if I talk about software, it is running on OS 14.1, which is based on Android 14, and I'm really not happy with the amount of bloatware present on this device. There are quite a lot of pre-installed apps, from unnecessary games to their own version of App Store. And thankfully most of these are uninstallable, but I just don't get it why OnePlus had to add them in the first place. And there are even apps like LinkedIn, Fitbit and a few others. And all these just ruin the overall experience which was there on the OG Nord. But for what it's worth, the animations and UI is very smooth here, and overall I at least like the smoothness after all this time, which is pretty good for a sub 26k device. But I really wish they would never have gone for this ColorOS look and would have stayed with the original OS instead. So all this led to downfall of OnePlus, and yes, the UI is smoother, but at what cost? In the performance part, at least in the initial impressions, everything was decent, and there are no UI glitches in the short while I had with it, and I'm pretty sure that the Snapdragon 7 Plus 3 will age really well. It does a good job in day-to-day tasks, and you'll have really no issues with it. It also has UFS 4.0 storage and will get 4 years of OS updates, which is actually really good, and also 6 years of security patches. And I would recommend you to go with Amazon Try and Buy service to experience the device before buying it. Now coming to the camera part, and the OG Nord had a lot of cameras. The Nord 4 has a simple 2+1 setup, and it has a Sony Lightia 50 megapixel primary sensor and an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, which on paper is not that great and in real life as well. And we have a 16 megapixel camera on the front. Also I faced an issue in the camera, and as soon as I started using it, it developed some moisture inside and the images all got hazy. And after like 2 to 3 minutes, it got cleared up automatically and the issue was resolved. So this was really weird, and in case you decide to buy this device, do check this issue on your unit as well. So here are some samples that I took on this Nord 4, and honestly the primary camera seems to be an improvement over the Nord 1, and it can take some decent shots with the right lighting, and so is the case with the front facing camera. The images taken are pretty decent and the skin tones look pretty natural too, and I feel it is good for the price. But the ultra wide angle camera seems to be a bit of a disappointment and probably the weakest part of this device. One good thing about this device is the charging speed, and it takes around 28 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%, which is actually really useful, and I'm using a OnePlus 12 and it does come in handy all the time. And the stereo speakers here are decently loud too. Anyways, the device was launched for like 30,000 rupees, and in that price, you basically had to compromise quite a bit on the UI and the performance of ultra wide angle camera. But if you're getting this device at 26,000 rupees, then it makes up for a good deal, if not the most value for money option, as it will give you 4 years of updates and fast charging with decent enough battery to easily last a day of usage. So this was my quick impression of the OnePlus Nord 4. So what do you feel about it? Do let me know in the comment section down below. And if you do end up liking this video, make sure to press that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.